The nurse leaned over the counter and said loudly, "Sweetheart, we have to notify your parents. It's policy." She had no idea I'd spent 2 years making sure my father could never find me. I was 17, sitting in the school clinic with a sprained wrist from PE, and the intake tablet in her hand had a field she'd apparently decided to fill in personally. It says here your emergency contact is your aunt. Yes, but the guardian field lists a father. We're required to call the parent first. The cold started somewhere behind my ribs and spread outward. The advocates had set it all up. New county, new school, sealed address, a protective order with my father's name on it, an aunt with legal guardianship. They told me the school had been briefed. They told me my file was flagged. They told me I was safe here. I asked her as calmly as I could to please just call my aunt. She smiled the way adults smile when they think a teenager is being difficult. "Honey, I've worked school health for 19 years. Parents have a right to know when their child is injured. Whatever's going on at home, that's between you and them." Whatever was going on at home had put my mother in an ICU for 11 days, and my father in a courtroom. I'd testified. I was the reason he'd lost the appeal. He'd told the bailiff on the way out that he'd see me soon. I tried again. "There's a court order. Please look at the note on my file, please." She was already tapping the screen. "There's no note. And frankly, you kids think a family argument means a court order. The order existed. I'd sat in the room while a judge signed it, but she didn't scroll. She didn't wonder why a healthy 17-year-old had gone the color of paper over a phone call. She pulled up the contact and hit the number. "Hi, this is the health office at Wexler High School. I'm calling about your daughter. She's had a minor injury, nothing serious. She's here with me now." 4 seconds. That's how long it took her to confirm to my father that I existed, that I was alive, and exactly which building I was standing in. 2 years of moving, 2 years of my aunt driving different routes home, gone. I heard his voice come through the receiver, warm and reasonable, the voice everyone always believed. "Oh, thank you so much. I've been so worried about her," I said out loud. "Hang up." The nurse frowned at me and turned away, shielding the phone with her shoulder. The office door opened. Our school resource officer stepped in, followed by the assistant principal, who was holding a printout and moving faster than I'd ever seen an administrator move. "Ma'am, end that call. Now," she startled. "I'm speaking with a parent." He took the phone out of her hand and hung it up. Then he set the printout on the counter and turned it around. My name, and beneath it, in red, "No contact. Court order. Do not release information or location. File flag 04. This is on the first screen of her record." He said, "It's the first thing that loads." I didn't scroll. You didn't have to scroll. The officer was already talking into his radio, requesting a unit to the building. Then, more quietly, to the assistant principal. "Call her guardian. Call the DA's victim advocate and lock the west entrance." The nurse's mouth opened and nothing came out. Then finally, "I was following policy. You overrode a judge," he said. "They moved me to the front office with the blinds down. My aunt got there in 11 minutes. She ran 3 lights," she admitted later. "The advocate arrived 20 minutes after that with a folder and a very tight jaw. He didn't come. He was 2 hours away and had a probation check-in that afternoon, which is the only reason this story doesn't end differently. But the call was logged, and the call was a violation, and violations have consequences. We moved anyway. New district, new address, a school where the flag on my file requires a supervisor's login to even open." The nurse was placed on leave, then reassigned. I heard she told colleagues she'd been punished for caring about a kid. I've thought about that sentence a lot, because here's what I want people to understand. I wasn't asking her to break a rule. I was asking her to read one. The advocate said something in the car that I still hold on to. "You did everything right, every single step. An adult failed you, and that is not the same as you failing. I graduate in the spring. My aunt is coming. Nobody will read my legal name out loud."